Hi, welcome to our live, and thank you to Streamlabs for such a great platform. I'm Bill Doobie, and this is my guest.
Regenia.
We're talking about blood pressure and why it is so important today. See, that was my high blood pressure alarm. No, not really. But understanding blood pressure is important for maintaining overall health. Here are some points that we looked up on AI. Now, not all of these are exactly spot on. For example, they talk about what optimum blood pressure is. But from talking to doctors over the years, I know that the optimum blood pressure for a youngster is different than the optimum blood pressure for an adult. Now, what blood pressure is? Blood pressure is the force of blood pushing through your body against the walls of your arteries. It is measured in millimeters of mercury. And when recorded, there are two numbers. Two numbers. The first one is systolic, that's the top number. And the diastolic is the bottom number. Now, ooh, nice. That looks just like this one over here, where you have the monitor. This is one way to record your blood pressure. And then we have the other kind where they used to use actually a mercury tube. It looked just like a thermometer, except they used it for measuring the pressure in your skin. All right. So
Yes,
anyway,
every home should have a blood pressure monitor. Every home. And you can get these at the pharmacy near you. CVS, Walgreens, and they're under $30.
and if you don't like having that big one on your arm, did you know, Virginia, they actually have one that you can put on your wrist? I use the one that's on the wrist, and that's actually pretty accurate.
I saw that. That's really cool.
Yeah. And then we have normal versus high blood pressure. Normal blood pressure is typically between 120 over 80. And like I said, it's different for everybody. So consult your doctor. And then hypertension is when you have high blood pressure, like 130 over 80 or higher. And consistently high readings can lead to health issues such as heart disease and stroke. I didn't know stroke could get from high blood pressure,
Oh, yeah.
but it makes sense because blockage in your artery is a stroke. And then we have symptoms of high blood pressure. It's often called the silent killer. And
Silent killer.
and you know what the other killer that isn't so silent is? Sleep apnea, because
Oh,
snoring.
okay. Wow.
Yeah. High blood pressure might not show symptoms until significant damage has occurred. In other words, you might not feel bad. So
Exactly.
it's
That's
a
why they call it the silent killer. You don't
exactly.
feel bad at all. And before you know it, you got a stroke.
Yeah, like you thought you had just a slight headache, or um, you're feeling a little dizzy getting up, and you say, "Oh, this doesn't mean anything." Uh,
Exactly. And some people have a high tolerance for pain. They can take a lot of pain, not knowing that this is the warning sign that you need to hurry it up and get to the doctor because your blood pressure is now in the 200s. And that is definitely stroke. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's actually a symptom of high blood pressure, is that you have a high tolerance for pain.
I mean, normally if you have pain anywhere, your blood pressure is automatically going to go up. If you
Oh,
got knee pain or a headache or
oh,
toothache,
okay, gotcha.
your
Yeah,
blood pressure is going to shoot way up. So, in this case, if you got this monitor at home and
yeah.
you check your blood pressure and it's like 190, 200, wow, you need to hurry it up and get to the hospital fast, because from there you can go into a stroke. And you'd be like, how did that happen? I had a toothache, I had a knee ache, I had a backache, but it's your blood pressure that, you know what I mean, that got really high.
And one thing that people need to know also, seeing as we're talking about measuring their blood pressure, is how to
Yeah,
do it. Follow the directions. Your arm and the cuff need to be on the same level as your heart, and you need to be relaxed.
exactly. With both feet on the floor, and be quiet when you're taking your blood pressure.
Yep. And then we got factors that affect blood pressure are lifestyle choices such as diet, exercise, and stress levels, which Virginia was just saying. And they can all influence your blood pressure, genetics, age, and existing health conditions. Then we were
Yes,
talking about monitoring your blood pressure. It's very important to monitor your blood pressure, regular home monitoring, and keep a log of your readings also. The meter that Virginia is showing right now actually records probably about 25 or 30 of her last readings, but it's best to take it and actually put it on a piece of paper too, because that gives you a visual of what your blood pressure is and how you're tracking.
absolutely.
If you want to
Yes,
if you want to track anything in life, even though we have computers, you should put it on a piece of paper.
absolutely.
Lifestyle changes to manage blood pressure, diet and exercise, maintaining healthy, rich foods, vegetables, and low in sodium. Sodium is really bad for blood pressure. And sodium, for people that don't know about it, that's salt. Table salt is a type of sodium. There's other types of sodium too, but mainly they're talking about salt. Regular physical exercise, limiting alcohol. If you
Oh
want
my
to,
goodness.
if you want to improve your health, I hate to say this. Well, I don't hate to say this, but just not drinking at all will improve your health.
Yes. And smoke.
And managing stress through relaxation techniques. As a matter of fact, the Veterans Association, you can download it. You don't have to be a vet. They have mindfulness training, which is an app that you can put on your phone, which will help reduce stress levels.
Great.
And when to seek medical advice is if you're, basically if you have consistently high readings, or if you're feeling dizzy, or if you have headaches and nausea and things like that, it's good to consult a doctor. And
That's right.
medication, seeing as I'm onto medication, I think you could probably tell more about medication than I could, because I just have the thyroid med.
Okay, well, I've been on high blood pressure medication for 1 year, the small milligram, only 5. And it's been awesome because I basically am a person that gets plenty of sleep, do not drink or smoke, stay
Mhm.
away from salt and sugar. So at my age, they were like, you mean to tell me this is your first time ever getting on blood pressure medication? But I did notice after 1 year of being on it, my blood pressure medication with the 5 milligram, they had to increase it to 10. So now I'm at 10 milligrams of that blood
Mhm.
pressure medicine. Still, exercising, staying away from salt and sugar. But that happened as you get older. You're not
Right.
going to have a perfect reading on your blood pressure monitor. But if you have to take meds, do take your meds and take your blood pressure reading first thing in the morning when you wake up before you start your day so you can see where you stand.
And don't take it right after climbing a whole full set of stairs.
Absolutely.
I'm one of these people that I never take elevators. So when I go to see the doctor and they take my blood pressure right away, Usually I've climbed 1 or 2 sets of stairs, and that will actually throw off your blood pressure.
Absolutely.
And
Do it every time.
also, everyone, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you to everyone who's watched today. And wow, you know what? I just realized I didn't have the chat open. If anybody was in chat, sorry that we didn't join you. And I'm Bill, and this is
Regenia.
Have a great day. We love you all. Bye bye.